Good evening, everyone, and thank you for watching the weekly wrap live here, streaming on 802 Scoop, live from the Inside Scoop Studios, Main Street, Barrie, Vermont. With us tonight, we have the ever lovely. Oh wait, you're not lovely, Raylene.
I know.
So, for folks that don't know, this is Donald Boutin. He is my nephew and the manager
Manager at
bill
Legendairy.
keeper in person.
Yep. I'm the ice cream man.
You're the ice cream man.
am the ice cream
you do
man.
just about everything at the creamy stand
Yep.
down in Williamstown. Legendary creamy stand, which is right next to the Pumpin' Pantry.
Yep.
So, welcome to the 802 Scoop.
Thank you. It's my first time.
I-
I do appreciate the connection.
Hey, you know what? Here, we're all about local businesses, and we're certainly all about ice cream. As you can tell, I'm a big fan of ice cream. What's my favorite ice cream?
Well, you do like your Butterfinger.
Yeah, Butterfinger Oreo. And it has to be done right. You got to tap the sides.
Yep. Yep. Well, you did go with plain Butterfinger for a while too.
Yeah, because you didn't have Oreo.
Yeah.
You didn't have the Oreo, so I had
Yeah.
to do Butterfinger only.
And then you switch to the peanut butter.
Peanut butter's pretty good. I do like myself some good
Yep.
peanut butter. 100%.
Yes. You gotta switch it up a little bit though.
Got to get a little bit, just a
Yeah.
little bit. And the mocha flavor burst is pretty good
Yeah.
as well. So, how's it going?
Pretty good. Getting ready to start up for the season. Right now, I'm currently down there trying to make some ice cream, get things all set up. It's just standard process of making sure everything's all cleaned up, sanitized, ready to go. And the biggest part is making all the flavors for everyone to enjoy. Everything, as far as the hard ice cream goes, is made in the back by me, small batch made. We use really good quality ingredients and really trying to still nail that home this year, and gonna try some new things as well.
Ooh, try new things like
Yep.
such as, do you give us a hint?
There's gonna be some new flavors, maybe some new ice cream products coming out in general that aren't just standard ice cream. And we might be trying to push some things into some stores as well.
Oh, that'll be nice.
Yep.
Well, I know that there's some legislation that's going to make it so that it's under $30,000 worth of income or something
Yep.
like that. I don't know if it applies to you, but it definitely.
It doesn't with the ice cream, but what I'm excited for is now that opens it up so I can go to some of these smaller people, support more local. And if there's someone out there making an excellent baked product that I could throw in my ice cream, that'd be a good little partnership to do right there. It's supporting everyone around. So
Nice.
I am excited for that. And it honestly probably will save money too as well. So excited about that.
Well, that's a huge problem. I know that we were talking offline. You were talking about the price of everything's going up, and a lot of people just don't understand that.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've experienced it with.
Yeah. I mean, I was just reviewing my prices for what I pay from 2022 to now. And there's quite a bit of stuff, like candy toppings. Have gone up almost 100%.
Whoa.
So double the price. So that's the kind of things we're dealing with. But, with that being said, we always try to do quality, and then we give a good quantity of serving size and really try to make people happy with that, so they're getting kind of the best of both worlds. We're not gonna cheat out on the quality. We're just gonna keep on moving forward the way we always have, and the prices they just have to reflect that these days. And I think a lot of people understand that, because it's not just us; it's everyone. Everyone has to deal with that.
I know I certainly like my small ice cream. I don't get anything bigger than that because that's too much for me. I mean, it's really not too much for me. I could pound it down, but the small is like pretty big, and
Yeah.
it's pretty scrumdiddlyumptious, let me
Yep.
tell you.
A small is just a few ounces short of a pint. So
Yeah. And do you know what your price is for the small this year?
I believe like a small vanilla, for example, is still going to be under $4.
Oh, nice.
It's going to be, I think it's right around, don't quote me because I did the price sheet a while ago, but I think it's going to be right around $3.50 for a small.
Oh,
So
wow.
you're getting a pint of ice cream for $3.50.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So I don't ever pay that. I pay for the special ice cream.
Yes, you get like the
get
crunchy
the
creamy,
crunchy
which
creamy.
we are bringing back this year.
Good.
We're gonna have it, but it's only gonna be on the vanilla machine. We're not gonna have the chocolate crunchy anymore.
Oh, so
Yeah, I know.
sad.
There's a lot of people that do love the chocolate, but I do have something for those people, and that's gonna be some of those special things we're gonna be doing this year. Is I'll switch off of the vanilla crunchy, make those people mad a little bit, and then I will cater to the chocolate and let people come down, and if they want to stock up and get their chocolate crunchy, then they'll have that opportunity, and I will announce it so they can.
So we're already getting questions of when are you opening?
It's always the toughest question for me to answer about anything with ice cream because there's always a lot of moving parts. But this year I do have it narrowed down between the 13th of April and the 15th of April is when our opening date will be. We'll find out more as we go. But there is a lot of moving parts, but I got it honed into a few days.
So that's like next weekend.
Yes, it is. It's coming up.
So
And we
can
will be
you-
open for Easter as well.
Oh, nice. So question,
Answer.
since it's pretty close, we have a show on Thursday night next week.
Yep.
Think we can have you come down here and announce when you're actually opening?
I think that would be a good time to do it.
All right.
I think I'll have it pretty honed in by then. I'll have a lot of things done, and I'll know by
You'll
then.
know for certain.
Yeah.
And if you find out before then, just send Raylene an email
Yep.
or a message, and she'll absolutely announce it on 802 Scoop.
Yep. You know what? I think we're gonna leave it as I just said for now, and then next Thursday, if you guys want to find out the exact day, then you know where to tune in.
Oh, did you hear that? So if you want to learn when he's going to open before they open, you got to come and watch the 802 Scoop. So Darlene wants to know, are you hiring?
We will be hiring, and in fact, it just started the idea the other day, and it's in progress. We're going to be doing an online application, so people can come and just do it all online. Because typically they have to come to the store and get an application, but we will be hiring.
So this is a painful memory for you, but the comment is so freaking funny. Jeff Dodge says, remember folks, it's not a drive-through.
Yeah, and it won't be. This time your truck could get split in half. We got pylons. We did that for safety, so it will be a lot safer for our customers. So, yay for that. Changes have been made.
So for folks that don't know, 2 years ago, was it 2
It
years
was
ago?
2 years ago. Yeah.
2 years ago this month, right?
Yeah.
It was about this month.
It was like probably like almost to the day.
Yeah. They had somebody drove their truck
A dually.
into the creamy stand. So it was completely demolished. And it took, how long did it take to fix that up?
Oh, we didn't open up until what? It was like sometime middle of June, I think. I can't remember exactly when it was because that year was just such a whirlwind of emotion and dealing with insurance but yeah, it was a while. It hurt pretty good.
Yeah.
It hurt pretty good.
It's pretty tough, especially as a small business owner. Small business owners don't have a lot of money. It's not like
Yeah.
your Walmart or, Krusty Kremes or whatever.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and it's like, we're also seasonal. So, in the wintertime, there is no money coming in.
Right.
That's when we're focusing on sugaring. So we're spending more money, if anything. For those of you who don't know, we do sugaring. We have a property up in Orange, and then your sister has some property in Brookfield that
Yep.
we also sugar off of with them, and we get all that sap, we boil it down, and that's what goes into the ice cream. So it's all sourced from us. But we're spending all that money, and by the time summertime comes, there's not much left. So a crash like that happening at that time is it was devastating.
It wasn't good for,
Yep.
it wasn't good. Chelsea Evans says, love
Hi,
your
Chelsea.
shirt.
Thank you.
Raylene wants to know, how long does it take to make the ice cream?
Is she referring to the hard ice cream?
Yes.
So from start to finish on a batch, it depends on the flavor. If I'm doing like just vanilla, this is probably the easiest one to make. I can get that done and have it all put together, packaged, put in our freezer in about 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Something more complicated like maple fudge brownie, that's gonna take me right around half an hour to do a batch. Because I have to hand mix all the brownies in, put the chocolate swirl in by hand. It's all, it's very time consuming.
So, I mean, you flash freeze it.
Yes,
which-
yeah, you have to, and you have to let it cure. Typically, I mean, you could probably say 12 hours, but I do 24. I get the best results with that. And then you got to temper the ice cream afterwards in another freezer. And so about 48 hours after would be the complete process, and it's ready to go.
Nice. So how long, I mean, I know about how long Legendary has been around, but about how long has it been around?
25 years this year.
25 years.
Yep.
Wow.
Wait
Wait a minute. How old are you?
I'm 31, and
Oh,
this will be my
okay.
15th year as
Sorry.
the ice cream man.
My mistake. I thought you were younger.
Yeah. I made the first ice cream there.
You made the first ice cream?
Yep.
I bet you ate it too, didn't you?
I did. I actually smushed it on the roof of the interior roof of my mom's car. Went to go get up in her car because I was so excited. Went like this, splat.
Oh man, that's
good memory.
That probably wasn't. That probably did not make her very.
Yeah, it was a flavor burst, so it permanently stained the liner.
Destiny says that your favorite employee will be back.
Oh, wow. Sweet. Well, I can't wait.
And for folks that want to get an application, you can go to Legendary's Facebook page. You can message the
Correct.
Facebook page, and you can ask for an application. Correct?
Correct.
How did I know that? I didn't. I just threw it out there. I kind of figured.
It's going to be, like I said, I just started working on it, but that's going to be the new way to do it. I will still have the paper applications for those who want to come down and do that, but it is time to move to a more easier, accessible way for people to do
Yeah.
it.
And you can always scan the application and send it,
Yep. Yep.
and then they can print it up. So Raylene wants to know, what is your favorite color or flavor? Sorry, not color.
My favorite flavor, without a doubt, any of my employees would know this, or anyone who comes around enough, is going to be bubblegum flavor burst soft serve. Yep, I'm a bubblegum
Bubblegum.
guy. And if we're talking about hard ice cream, cotton candy all the way. The cotton candy is really good. It's my favorite.
No,
Yeah, it's good.
no. Gotta go with
You got to
some-
have that inner child inside of you still. It's what makes the good
I
flavors.
murdered that inner child a long time ago
Oh, well,
when
I
I
didn't.
became a bitter old man.
Yeah, you are starting to get more grays.
You've got about 13 years left, and then you'll be there.
I don't think so. Ice cream keeps
It's
me
a
young,
Boutin trait. You
Yeah.
will be there,
unfortunately.
of course. Do you have peppermint stick?
We will. I don't have it made right now, but we will. Yep.
Nice. Wendy Bailey says that she was wondering whether or not you have peppermint stick.
Yep. That's one of those flavors that some years it's hard to get. It's one thing that is unfortunate in the business is because of the way things are. It's hard to source things sometimes, and sometimes you can't even source it. And we did have one year where peppermint was a problem. We couldn't get the peppermint flakes I put in there, and the peppermint extract for some reason was really hard to get in bulk. So
Really?
yep.
You can't just like go on Amazon and type in.
Not in a
peppermint
way where
stick?
I'm not going to just completely lose money. It is a business still, so I can't I can't just lose money. For some people, remember I did the flavor chocolate explosion. I don't think you ever tried that one.
Nope.
But it was a chocolate base, thick fudge crunch swirl, low melt, like really decadent, soft chocolate, dark chocolate in it, with fudge brownie pieces as well. To make that batch, I lost twice as much as I could get out of it. But I did it as a special, and I did it because I wanted to do something good, and people loved it. I did buy everything to make it again for this year, so that will be back on the board at some point.
So what's the most popular flavor that you have?
That
Probably
changes.
maple.
It's like people's taste buds are like a tide that move. And like last year, I'd say one of the most popular ones was maple Oreo. Maple Oreo. And then we have our classics. You got our maple walnut. People go crazy over that. That always sells. And the cookie dough.
Raylene says butter pecan on sugar cone is the one for her.
Has she tried our maple pecan?
I don't know, Raylene. Have you tried the maple pecan?
We came out with it last year.
Darlene Avery is asking, are you having hard ice cream bubble gum? Which,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And Carol Sear says pure maple all the way.
Yep.
And so I don't know if other creamy stands in this area do, but I do know that you guys do this, right? You pour maple syrup into is that true or no?
Into my what?
Your creamies?
Yeah,
Or-
it's pure maple syrup. There's nothing
maple.
but maple syrup in there.
Right.
Yep.
Right. That's what I thought.
Yep. Other
'cause-
places, I can't speak for them, but I know for us, we use our own maple syrup that we sugar, comes off our land, and it goes right from there right into your ice cream. And
Nice.
it's pure as it gets.
So how many gallons of sap equals
40.
a cup?
Oh, a cup? How many gallons of sap equals a cup of
Or how many gallons of sap does it take to make a gallon of
syrup?
syrup?
Yeah, about 40 gallons.
40 gallons.
40 gallons.
Oh.
Depends on the sugar content level, though. But yeah, right around there.
So how many gallons of syrup do you make each year?
Right around 400 gallons a year. It can fluctuate. We have a good year, it could be twice that. But typically we run right around 400 or 500, 300 to 500, I'd say.
And how
Gallon
much
rate.
per gallon?
This year it's going to be, I think, $42 a gallon.
Wait a minute, $42.
Yep.
I think I was paying 45 from you guys like 2 years ago.
Nope. We haven't changed our prices on syrup in 10 years. It's 40.
I think Renee told me 45.
You got to bring that up with her.
That's okay, I didn't pay her anyway.
There you go. Family discount.
Raylene says it was a labor of love.
It always is.
That's what it is.
And not only that, but it's a great time. We don't look at it as much as the labor side of it, but we just try to enjoy it. The family comes out.
And Liz, yes, the crunchy creamy machine will be fixed. It was fixed last year, wasn't it?
It was, but it was just with everything going on. For those you don't know, my father was really sick, and it put a lot of strain. So was my mom, and just put a lot of strain on things. And it was hard for me to just like grab onto everything and do all these things at once.
What?
So
I didn't know that. I know that there was a time, I thought it was 2 years ago, that the machine was down.
it was down after that truck crash because
Yeah.
it demolished it.
Because I gave you crap about it.
Yeah, it took a direct
While
hit.
you were down, I was kicking you.
Yeah, a lot of people were.
Complaining, you know.
But you got to laugh about it now. It's, it happened. But this year, it's going to be up. It's going to be running. I'm sure some of our employees aren't too excited to hear that because it's a very finicky machine to deal with.
It is very finicky. And when you ask for Butterfinger Oreo, it's even more finicky.
Yeah.
And finicky.
It likes
or
to
whatever.
clog up,
Likes to
cause
clog up.
issues,
Yep. I only get it when you're there.
Yeah,
I call him in advance
to make sure.
so that he's aware that I'm coming.
Yep.
The house-made waffle ice cream taco special was amazing.
Oh, well, thank you for that. Yeah, I did that for a little while, It started off great, and then I think that's something that's better as a special, because it did kind of peter out over a while. But if there's interest in it again, then I'll bring it back as a special and do it. It was really fun. I had a really fun time making those.
So you're gonna try to do more specials?
Yeah, I want to do more specials, more weekly things. Kind of change it up, shake it up this year. Try to get some of our ice cream in stores as pints, and then as well as other restaurants or eateries, get our ice cream in there like tubs, so they can start scooping our product in there. And for those of you who have tried our maple pops, those are going to be a menu item this year as well.
Really?
Yep.
So for folks that don't know, a couple years ago, was it a couple years ago or was it last year?
I think it was 2 years ago.
2 years ago, you were passing out maple pops.
Yep.
As the glow up to blow up, which is your cousin, also my niece, who, well, not that you're my niece, I'm not. Sorry. Alicia Rabufchuk, she does the blow up to glow up, and you were passing out the ice cream pops.
Yep.
In that hot day, and I'm sure a lot of kids were very happy.
Yep. I think we handed out 175 pops to everyone. So I was running around for sure.
You'll have to get some more, because I'm sure that
Yep. I'm
very
gonna start off by making 400 of them for the start of this season, and seeing how they go, and just try to keep them on the menu for people to buy, because I know a lot of people loved them. It's a really good grab and go item as well.
Yeah. How much are the maple pops?
I haven't put a price on it yet this year.
Oh.
Yep.
All right.
So that's
we'll
gonna be something I
patiently
figure
wait.
out here pretty soon. But it's one of those things, like with the price changes and everything. I did the main menu board. That's not going to be on the main menu board. We're going to have like a special board for it.
Okay.
So that's why I don't have the price yet.
Understandable. And those you could do for retail, right?
Yep.
Nice. And of course, question is, do you have doggy dishes?
Oh yeah, we always will. Yep.
And what about folks that are lactose intolerant?
We do have non-dairy soft serve option, vanilla. It's not the most exciting, but we do have it, and we can still do other things with it. I think people sometimes forget that. I can still make you a sundae with it. I can even make you a shake with it, a milkshake. Well, no milkshake, but no milk in it. But it can be made into a shake, and you can, if you have an idea and you want to get creative with it and you let us know, we'll be able to make it work.
Do you get a lot of people that get the lactose-free?
Yeah,
ice creams?
a fair amount. And from time to time, I'll do, for hard ice cream, I've done non-dairy or even vegan hard ice creams in the past, or some yogurts as well. It's just they don't really sell as fast. That's why I don't constantly put them out.
So here's a question for you. When are you going to do maple bacon?
Maple bacon. Feels like I get asked that question every year. I could look into it. I just don't like bringing meat products into a dairy establishment.
Yeah, that is kind of sketch.
Yeah,
That is kind of sketch.
you're kind of working with a different ballpark when you do that, and it's all about cross contamination of things, and I get a little scared on bringing in meat into it. So I don't want to put meat in my machine. It just doesn't bode well.
I'm sure there's a lot of people out there thinking maple bacon. Oh.
It's all right. It's all right in my opinion.
What you do is you get chocolate covered bacon
Chocolate covered bacon. There you go.
and then dump it into the ice cream.
Well, I was thinking about doing chocolate covered walnuts and putting it into a maple.
You do that. Or wait a minute, you could do dark chocolate covered walnuts
Yeah. Yep.
in a banana flavoring ice cream.
Oh, that'd be good. We did do a banana walnut in 2016.
Oh, so a banana walnut,
Yep.
but with the dark chocolate covered walnuts, it kind of
Yeah. It would change it up. I agree.
it would change it up and be similar to something.
Well, maybe
else
that'll
out
make
there.
make it on the specials.
Yeah, I mean
So.
it's oh, what do you mean it's gross, Raylene? It's like
Everyone has a flavor.
everyone has a flavor. You want pecan butternut. whatever. Oh man. Yeah. So next week is probably when you're gonna open up, and you're gonna come here next week and let us know for certain.
For certain. Yep. I'll have a good day on Thursday. A good idea of what day we're gonna open, and
I wonder if I can coordinate with Alicia and have her come down here, because getting
I'm
close
sure
to
she
Glow
would.
Up to Blow
Yeah.
Up. Are you going to be going to Glow Up to Blow Up?
We'll see if I have the time. I'm gonna be a busy man this summer, so there's a lot of projects to take on. Typically, I can't make it to the Blow Up to Glow Up as
You've
much
been
as I
there
want
before, haven't you?
to. I made it to the tail end of it one time. Yep.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah. It usually happens right during a busy portion for us, so.
Understandable. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a beautiful day. It's a Saturday.
Yeah.
Usually it's nice out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
valid.
our busy Saturday. Yeah, especially if it's nice, it's gonna be a busy day for us. So
Yeah. Yeah. And you won't have all the employees that you need by then, because you're going to be taking applications shortly.
yep, it's all and that's just how it goes with a seasonal business. It doesn't matter what you're in. Employees every year you gotta change them out. They graduate college, move on, and build their careers, and then we gotta find more to replace them.
Yeah. I've never worked there before.
You should try it out sometime.
No,
I think you'd be good at it. You just gotta get a beard net like me.
that's definitely not happening.
It's not as bad as you think. You get used to it.
Definitely not going to happen. Not going to mess with my beard.
If you work one day, I'll let you make your own ice cream flavor. How about that?
Or I could just
Or you
tell
just
to
ask me
make
like you have before. Well, what was the flavor that you tried? You gonna tell everyone? The hard ice cream flavor you had me made?
What was it?
The Hydrox?
Yes, the Hydrox.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. So for folks that don't know what Hydrox is, it's the original Oreo. A long time ago, before Oreo, Oreo won the PR war. Hydrox was the American-made Oreo. I think Oreos are made down in Mexico, correct?
I think they are, yeah.
Yeah. But Hydrox
Made in
are
the
not.
U.S.
They're made in the U.S. So I think I got 2 boxes of Hydrox and had you make them. Did it taste any different? No.
Yes and no. A lot of people, I think if you would just give it to someone and not tell them that it's not Oreo, they wouldn't be able to tell. But when I gave it to my employees for taste testing, they could tell the difference. I really like the Hydrox flavor. I think I liked it better than an Oreo, personally.
I personally think that you could market it as American Hydrox. And it would just be like, and not American. It would have to be American Hydrox.
I just don't like the name. It sounds pharmaceutical.
America?
No, Hydrox.
Oh.
But I did.
Well, you just say American cookies and cream, and put like
I could do that.
like an American eagle, a bald eagle with the guns.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
You've
that
seen
meme.
it.
Yeah.
The meme where the
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a
You
good
could do
seller
that.
then. That's a good selling point.
Yeah, I think you'd find a lot of people would buy that, but you got to make the inclusions really big.
Yep.
You
Well,
wanna
I got a
tell
little
people what
surprise for you.
inclusions are?
I got a surprise for you. I got sourced a 25-pound box of Hydrox.
You did not.
I did. Absolutely, I did.
So are you going to have Hydrox? Do you want me to pay for it?
I don't want you to pay for it unless you're gonna buy a scoop.
Well, I'll end up buying a scoop.
But I'm just letting you know I did buy a whole 25-pound box of it.
Nice.
So
Nice. You got to have the big
yeah, they're whole cookies.
whole, yeah.
Yep.
Because because it just feels American
Yeah,
to have
a big chunk.
big chunks of
Big chunk.
cookies.
Yeah, and I did that for you though. I did. I put them in, and I think you said I chunked it up too much still.
Yeah, well, that's because I like the big. It feels like I'm getting a surprise when I get a big chunk of.
Well, you know what happened is as I was mixing it in, they were starting to break up.
Yeah,
So they do
Yeah.
break a little bit easier than Oreo does.
yeah.
That's probably because there's less filler in there, and it's a little bit more natural.
So the normal Rhoda Barnett wants to know what the
Hi,
regular
Rhoda.
hours are.
The hours. Typically, when we first open up at the beginning of the season, we're usually running like 12 to 8 o'clock. But it changes every year. It's hard to say. You know, it might be 12 to 8 or it might be 12 to 7. It really just depends on how the customers are that year and what the flow of it is going like. Typically, once I get more employees in there is when I start changing it back. As far as when we're on normal operating hours in the middle of summer, it's going to be 12 to 9.
Nice. Well, I certainly can't wait. Not that I need to have ice cream, but, you know, I do.
Well, I got some flavors made right now if you want to come down for a taste test
Ooh,
sometime.
really?
Yep.
Oh, tempt me with a good
Yep.
time.
I would have had a lot more flavors, but I lost a few in a little accident. The freezer went down on us, but wah, wah. 25 tubs gone.
Well, we'll definitely have to take a test on that. We'll have to live stream it when we do it, because that'll be pretty awesome. That'll be pretty awesome.
Well, we can have a little ice cream party next Thursday.
Ooh.
I'll bring down like a little bit of each, have y'all taste test it, try it out.
So I definitely have to get Alicia down here. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, she's gonna want maple Oreo, so I might as well get cracking on that. She likes her maple with Oreo and hot fudge. Not too much.
Oh, she's a picky one, huh?
Yeah, she doesn't change her flavor though. She always gets it.
Nice. Yeah, yeah. We'll try to see if we can get her down here next Thursday.
We'll harass
and
her a
be
little
part
bit.
of. Yeah, we'll both hit her up.
Yep.
All right. Well, do you have anything else you want to tell us about the creamy stand this year?
I think we ran through a good gambit of what's going to be happening, little teasers. Maybe I'll get into more specifics on Thursday, give you a little bit more content on that day to talk about. I do just want to remind people that we are a locally owned business. It's our 25th year. We do the best we can to put quality into your ice cream. And it's all made small batch in the back of our dairy bar. We're not buying our ice cream from anyone, we're making it.
Absolutely.
And I appreciate everyone who's been a loyal fan for all these years. It's been an amazing thing. Our following that we have has been really cool.
You get the hat.
Yep.
And not only is it locally owned, I mean, this is your community. I mean, obviously, you know, our family comes from here, right?
Yep.
Our family is Barry family.
Yep.
And granted, you're in Williamstown, and it's a whole different story. We got family members over in Williamstown.
Yep.
The snowshoe Boutins over there.
Yep. Even I live in Williamstown.
Yeah, you live in Williamstown, so, but yeah, locally owned. And Alicia says, okay, twist my arm, I'll do it. Wait, what am I signing up for?
Yeah, you better do it.
Signing up to be here next week.
I'll bring in some maple Oreo hard ice cream for you.
There we go.
I can put some hot fudge on it before I bring it.
It won't be hot by the time it gets here, though.
No, it won't. Absolutely not.
All right. Well, I want to say thank you for coming down.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Super excited about hearing about the dairy bar opening up. And for folks that want to, I would highly recommend going to his Facebook page. It's the Legendairy Maple. So facebook.com/Legendairy Maple, and dairy spelt like dairy as in milk.
Yep.
So, and I just dropped the link for you to follow and to click like on there. And want to say thank you, Donald, for coming down, telling
Thank you.
us about the creamy stand opening up. And want to say thank you to everybody for watching. And we will see you next week. And yeah, have a great evening.